Hello folks out there in YouTube land, I'm your host Troubletcat. You're watching the Zombie Arcade, not live, unless you're currently on the live stream, in which case you actually are in fact watching the Zombie Arcade live. And today we're playing Noire. So without further ado, I don't really have any other intro planned, so let's just go ahead and get right into that. Oh, I love getting right into things with absolutely no four-player introduction whatsoever. You know, if you have to introduce yourself first, it takes too long, guys. It's not worth it. Modicum of foreplay can be desirable, but I mean, for a good-looking dude like me, it's not actually necessary because arousal levels are already quite high just from, you know, seeing each other, so it's actually absolutely fine. I'm in a really good mood today for some reason, which is sure to make for excellent times in the city where lots of murders occur. Okay, let's go ahead and resume. The Studio Secretary Murder. I believe this is a DLC case. This one does not sound familiar to me, so let's go ahead and DLC case, I guess. I have not played the DLC cases previously. The Studio Secretary Murder. I wonder what kind of job the murder victim is going to have in this case. There's simply no way to predict. Oh, you know, actually, this looks kind of familiar. No, maybe this isn't a DLC case, because this looks familiar. Probably a fisher. Yeah, that's probably a reasonable thing to assume for the profession of the murder victim.
It's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve.
Or is it not the time to lose your hat? I'm confused.
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring.
Fuck!
Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the Pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face.
But I mean, how do you eat eggs?
Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
She was probably a virgin, too.
The girl can ask the fella out.
Most unfortunate. Alright.
Her body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps?
No, it's not a DLC case. You were correct, Sparky. I was mistaken.
Three blondes walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it? That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
I'm right here! Oh, what a jerk. Everybody always talks about you like you aren't here in this game. Alright. Well, you know, let's go check out the Pawnbroker first, because that was what our boss said we should do. Then we'll get over to the rail yard. Let's roll, broseth. I'll drive to this one. Because every time you drive, you fucking crash into shit. Unlike me, the flawless driver who would never crash in any means, any form, any means.
This is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
If you take it along with all of the other indicators.
Cole, Hugo Muller was identified by the school's ground man. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Well, he was probably full of shit, Cole. Get out of my way! Cole, get out of my way! I'm the police! Ugh, jerks. I'm the greatest driver of all time! Risen's making fun of me, but what he doesn't realize is that nobody could possibly drive any better. There was no way I could have avoided any of those incidents of traffic crashing. Nor could I speak about them in an eloquent fashion. Alright, pawn shop. I know you did it. You're the murderer, aren't you?
How can I help you boys?
You can help me by, confessing?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Okay, what do we got here? So, this ring.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Hartfield's Jewelry. Oh, you know, I forgot to increase the brightness of my game to make sure that it is as bright as it should be. So, 1 second, folks. I need to, real quick here, just, bam. Okay. Should be slightly brighter now, and more in line with how things are on my end. Okay. What do we got here?
Does this mark mean anything?
22 karat.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
So, I'll give you an idea of the quality in a second.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley.
Oh, you no.
Address.
No, you're shit.
15
No.
Poland Street.
I'm sorry, but
London,
that is
Tulare
an
County.
alias, dude, bro.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think.
He was an average-looking man.
He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr.
That's
Bremner.
our fucking guy. Like, it's that was like actually our dude, bro. I mean, we had the Shelley poem that he left for us, and I don't know. I just don't trust extremely average people, average-looking people. The more bizarre you look, the more normal you probably are. But yeah, he looked very average. He pointed to a crowd. It's more what I was actually thinking.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. I heard he's having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letters.
Yeah.
The Dahlia letters are genuine, and the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
Butts!
Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Well, maybe if we get him, like, some mirrors and stuff. Officer needs help. Well, I sure hope somebody helps him out, because... Nope. Nope, .jpg. Look, I've got more important things to do. I've got a crime scene to get to. This is of vital importance. Alright. I must fast to the crime scene that's taking too long. My flawless driving abilities will help us get there with ultimate time. Ultimate time? Fuck it, I'm going with that. No, I went the wrong way. Wait a minute. How do I... Here we go. You calm down! Jerk! It's fine, guys. I got this. Don't even worry. Alright. And we've arrived. And there were absolutely no traffic incidents on the way. None whatsoever. Perfect.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
I'm not sure how I can actually keep a
We're all
development
the same
under a hat.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how you can actually keep a development under your hat. I mean, it's not really a physical object. It's kind of like a concept. You can't really store that.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner.
Oh, I remember this guy. I remember this Jameson character. We'll get to talking to him once I've looked at all the evidence, though.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable...
I'm not laughing at the dead body guys on YouTube. Risen just said, just like the concept of a helmet goes right over my head.
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Not laughing at this poor dead body, although, you know, that's also entirely possible. Man, she is ugly. I guess it's kind of hard to look good after you've had your skull bashed in.
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Okay. So we got a vagrant. Aren't you already YouTube famous, Risen?
Another missing ring.
I just assume so.
It certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay. Time of death between midnight and 2 a.m. Anything else to look at here? Nope. Okay. What do we got here? The victim's personal effects. More like the victim's personal erects. Wait. Actually, no, I believe effects was correct. Sorry. I get confused sometimes. Alright,
It's a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Levine's liquor store for Evelyn Summers. Suitcases, bedroll, pillow, bedsheet, photo frames, hairbrush, bowling pin, statuette, and makeup clothes. From a liquor store. Interesting. We got a matchbook, of course. No, look at the matchbook hole.
I got a hard case I need to break.
There's always a matchbook. Oh, this one actually says something in it. Mensch's
Someone at Mensch's will
bar.
remember her.
Maybe somebody at Mensch's murdered her! I don't know, man. I love jumping to conclusions, so more to assume so. Alright, we got a thingy-majig. The Keystone
You
Pill
go over
Company.
to the lot and see what they know about her.
Identification.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Bullshit! You closed back in 41. Why does she still have her ID card, if that's the case? It's been 6 years. Get over it, lady. Find a new job. Alright. David Street. This is from Connecticut. Dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. I am not writing to harass and accuse. I am writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with your liquor, Evelyn. And it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has that right to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with the sanatorium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not... Okay, so she was an alcoholic. And she had at least one person who was concerned about her well-being. Unlike me. No. I jest, guys. I jest. What are you looking at? Hey, dude, bro, what are you looking
What are you
at?
thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Well, that's, okay. Glad you have that can contribute. I don't think there's going to be anything else in this area. I think that's actually it. What's with this blood all over the train? Sparky, I don't have any drinking problems. We're out of booze.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been
That is a
struck while
problem.
standing up.
It's true, though. I mean, it's only just afternoon. I've only been up for like an hour and a half, and I'm already drinking coffee, but, you know, still, it's something that you drank. Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything else around here, but since I don't have any of the kind of hints or assists on, I do need to actually look. You know, at least give things a cursory once-over. Make sure I'm not missing anything incredibly obvious. Irish coffee. You know, actually, I didn't put any berries in it this time. This time! Which is a decision I kind of regret, I'm not gonna lie. We need to update the viewer count. My cat is watching on my second monitor. Oh, good, so I've actually got 6 viewers. Nice. Excellent. Hey, bro. What's up, man?
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
Lying on top of?
The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Oh, no. Hey, bro, what's up, man?
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. Not against the law.
Rusty.
Is the law against it?
Like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Okay, lipstick. I'm a pretty lonely guy, Risen, but I don't think I'd go kissing dead bodies.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near
Maybe
her
a
purse.
magazine.
I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
But why not? It'll be like I'd hit him. Okay, discovery of victim's body. Let's start there.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
And you have, like, shifty as fuck eyes.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
Okay, so she wasn't here at midnight.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
This guy is a fucking creep. Okay, your fucking Captain America pose tells me I should believe you.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Tell me more about these friends of yours.
You get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
You know, actually, if I was found dead by, like, a pretty lady, I think that'd be fine. Then again, he was kind of a creep, so I don't know. And I don't think everybody's as you know, I'm actually largely indifferent to my fate after death, like what happens to my body, because I'm really not using it anymore. Just like at all. Alright, apparently I should use the phone, so I'm gonna use the phone.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Of course, Levine's Liquor.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
That's an excellent, excellent thing, Risen. I've heard that before. Kind of assumed it was like an urban legend. Wait, what? No, what? No, that doesn't seem... That actually seems completely impossible. Because I don't think... I find that unlikely, is what I'm saying. Risen says, those of you watching on YouTube, some girl who worked in the mortuary actually had sex with the body with the post-mortem erection. And apparently she got pregnant from it, somehow. I find myself skeptical. Let's go... You know, the bar isn't that solid of a lead. Let's go to the liquor store. Because it's kind of weird that she was buying all this stuff from the liquor store other than liquor. And, Rusty, you can drive to this one.
Can you drive to this one?
Just try not to crash into the fucking crime scene.
You hear him in musical... Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. Do you think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
That's just, I don't even go here. Oh no.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband.
And a
She
lover
took
of
some her stuff
hers.
here.
Because I'm an asshole.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Hey to whom, welcome back. Indeed, we're playing some more LA Noire for a few hours today.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Now, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
Rusty.
Joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her.
I see.
An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
Actually, it sounds like a match made in heaven to me. Alright, what do we got here? We got a photograph.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Once, even she had friends. Seems so improbable.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
That actually seems really
Evelyn wasn't
unlikely.
Stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Oh wait, I can further investigate the subject.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. More like Grosvenor McMurderer. I love jumping to conclusions. It's the only way to solve cases. What do we got here? We got a hairbrush and some lotions. Oh, that's okay. Right. Anyway. What's this?
Exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Bitch! She's trying to shut down Napster, wasn't she? The Napsters of 1938.
Guessing Evelyn hadn't held down the job for quite some time before she was killed.
And a bowling pin. This is going to be important somehow. Oh, it actually is important.
Rollins Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
I don't think so.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Graham. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
You bowl there on Tuesday nights, asshole. What a jerk, Rusty. Oh, hey, I wonder if this is like Evelyn's mother or some shit. Sisters. No. Apparently that wasn't important. Alright, we need to look through these clothes, see if there's any... No? Okay. Well, I think that's everything here. So, let's chat to our buddy friend, bro dude, Guy Sif. Where'd he go? Where did he go? He just left? What a suspicious guy. Hey, Brosif dude guy. You don't walk away when I'm looking at your dead roommate's shit. Alright. Tell me about your relationship with the victim, Robbins.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Oh. Oh.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now.
No, she's actually dead. Oh, you mean the mother.
To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Okay. So what about your contact with the victim?
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
See, what's kind of confusing about all of this is the... Where is it? Apparently that bit of evidence wasn't important, like the fact that it just said it was a personal effects instead of booze. I can't really think of any reason this dude would lie to us. He's not looking... Yeah, well, okay.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Alright, interesting. What about your knowledge of McCaffrey?
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Okay.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
So long.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
I wonder why he wasn't straight up with me about McCaffrey. He seems like a good guy, and he really liked the victim. He had something to hide with that, apparently, because truth wasn't the right option. Oh well, get 2 out of 3 correct. Not a bad result. Okay. So do I go to the bar or the bowling alley? Both just places where everyone used to hang out. Let's check out the bar first.
You know the way.
Mostly just because I know Rusty will be happy that we went to a bar. Maybe he won't be so bitchy later on if I can get some drinks into him. Okay. Hello there, mensch. If that is the real name of your bar.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
Well, she's actually
I
dead.
wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Okay. Hey, bro, what's up, dude
What's
guy?
your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
But you lent her your books. This guy's suspicious as all kinds of fucking suspiciousness. Alright. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this dude. What was your relationship with the victim?
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I'll talk very loudly to get my point across in an uncomfortable way. Indeed, Risen, it's a common strategy used by Phelps. So I'm gonna go with "You're full of shit, Captain," because she has a fucking book with your name in it, you ass fuck.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Yeah? Yeah? Then why did you have a job in a movie lot, huh? Wait, no. She probably choose the book, yeah.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend it.
What was she doing in your apartment if you barely knew her?
I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Well, that's some really good info. No, I want to ask about what she was doing in your apartment. Why can't I ask that? Fine, criminal history.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
I can't decide if I should go with doubt or truth here. What does the stream think? I have to wait now because it's actually a bit of a delay. So, sorry folks on YouTube. Sparky says he's lying. To whom says doubt. Alright.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information.
You know, I guess doubt was the right thing, but that wasn't really relevant to the case anyway. Alright, we need to call in and see if we can figure out who this dude is, the ass fuck guy, man, of the douchebaggery. What was his name? Levi's Jeans? Tiernan, no. For some reason I actually did think it was Levi. I'm not sure why, because that's not even close. Alright. Anybody else relevant to talk to?
Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
I love writing, old man.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
Okay. That just gets out the back. Alright, well, let's see if we can call up Central and find out about this Tiernan character. Apparently that's not the kind of phone that works, or I just actually can't do that. Yeah, it looks like I need more information. First name, not enough to go on, apparently. Well, let's head over to the bowling alley, see if we can find anything out there. I love bowling. Maybe we can, like, play a few games while we're there.
You're behind the wheel.
You know, actually, I do enjoy bowling, but I'm really not very good at it. I once bowled 14. I'm pretty pro, guys.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
I may have been inebriated at the time, though. Maybe.
11 King, in or out?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Let's not keep the man
So it
waiting.
probably was. No, just 14 to whom? Not 114, just 14. I'm pretty amazing, I know. It's actually a fantastically good level of failure.
Stripped off me at the grand jury.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Cool, let's go talk to Mr. Captain. Captain, my captain. I would follow you to the end. My brother. My captain. My... Yeah, I guess you're my captain. That is your job title in relation to me. Isn't he? I'm right here. Just ask me directly. Aren't you the cop that won the medal for solving all those cases? And I'll be like, yeah, I am. I'm pretty badass, I know. But no, it's like, isn't he? Derp-de-doo. Who's he even talking to?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said, "Cunt BD."
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Alright, let's roll.
Straight through the red light.
By the way, it might have been good to message the thing about Percy Bysshe Shelley haunting the ring. That might have been a relevant thing to bring up there, Cole.
I'll meet you outside.
You might have wanted to tell them that, seeing as they were talking about... You know what, fine, whatever, don't. Okay, apparently we're just gonna go to McCaffrey's apartment. Cool. And even though I'm in Central, I'm going to call in instead of actually just going to talk to research. Okay.
Putting you through now.
Apparently Cole has like social anxiety or something.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's roll. I think I'd rather check out McCaffrey's apartment first than the bowling alley, since, I mean, we know she went to his apartment at some point. We don't know why, because we weren't allowed to ask. But let's go check that out. I suggest Grosvenor McCaffrey.
You can drive.
Letting my partner drive because it's faster.
Depends. What's it got to do with? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
No, you guys don't understand. We're never going to get in trouble for this. Ever. It's fine, you guys. Okay, McCaffrey, what do you have to say for yourself? And by that, I mean, what does your apartment have to say for itself? Because you're not actually here. And if you were, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to look through your shit. Where's the... Here we go. Cole, look at the thing so you can figure out what apartment he's in. Fine, look at the mailboxes instead of looking at the doorbells. Whatever.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
You're in apartment 6, or you will be shortly when I walk there and we go inside to look around. 2. Man, these doors are super dark. Okay, so there's only 4, so it's going to be on the 2nd floor. Doo-dee-doo. This kind of reminds me of the scene in the apartment building in the movie 7. I really like that movie. I don't think this is going to turn into like some kind of cool, violent gun battle and chase scene, though. Although I suppose it's always possible. Alright, apartment 6.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Is he going to come up from the stairwell in like a long coat and point a gun at me?
Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
I actually really liked that scene in particular in that movie. I thought it was really well shot. Anyway. Damn, this place isn't all creepy inside. How disappointing. Huh. He hasn't been doing his dishes in a while. I bet he's got some dirty laundry to air out, too. This is definitely our guy. I can tell. The crime is in the air. Did you see the William Shatner remake of The Last Scene? No, I did not. I didn't know there was a thing that exists. I'll have to look that up on YouTube later. That sounds hilarious. William Shatner is awesome. Oh, this is the second half of that letter. Will not take long before you're healed and you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will come for you, and then you can return to your normal life. I will care for you, sorry, and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this order will find you, but I pray that it does, and that you consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door, and the rift between us will be mended. With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers.
Found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that he has that.
Doesn't tell me.
Fundamentals of critical theory. Well, we know this guy is a really exciting dude who is like all super partying and shit. Oh, okay. This is probably relevant to the case. This stuff is probably going to be, yeah, somehow relevant to my investigation, I'm guessing.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command.
Let's roll.
Surely we can ride him up for that. That's like
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Yep.
Seems like a decent guy.
I guess I'm climbing out the window to get to the pigeon coop. Oh, more stairs. I see. Hey, bro, what's up, man? You are totes our dude, by the way.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Well, there is a chase scene at least.
Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You can't escape me, McCaffrey. The badass music won't allow it. Furthermore, I was the quarterback in college. Because I'm Cole Phelps or something, I don't know. He's a pretty good athlete. Cole, you're never gonna fit in the department like this. You need to eat more donuts and become slower and fatter. Then the guys will like you more. You notice that Rusty never helps in these chase scenes? He always just goes and gets the car. I'm not sure, like, what his plan is with. Is he bring the car, or is he just gonna sit in it? Because I mean, I don't even know how he would find us. He's just like, yeah, I'll get the car, and then I'll beat the car. Get back here!
LAPD.
Why do you people always run? Come here, you son of a bitch!
McCaffrey, You're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn.
Oh! Oh, snap. Gratuitous face punching. It was pretty gratuitous. I mean, he had the dude down. Okay, let's go over to the bowling alley. Just want to make sure we found everything we can find, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be our guy. Evidence is super tight. Almost as tight as your mom, viewer. You heard me. That's right, you! Okay, let's go. It's a nice hour to go bowling, you know, it's, sun's going down. Moon's coming up. And I must bowl. Reality is moving apart around me. I must race.
Activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for further for any Central unit.
Nah, I'm sorry, I have to go bowling. This is more important. Call me when by suspicious activity you mean violent gun battles. Oh, sorry, bro. I might have wrecked your ride a little bit, buddy. No, I don't mind. To whom? Go ahead. Alrighty. Whoop. Somebody just logged on to X-Fire. Who could it be? I'm guessing either double damage or hits with A. Anyway, I must drive.
Hey, come on!
Yeah, I could have gone in between those two cars, but then I decided, you know, that guy was suspicious, so I decided to rear-end him. See you, Risen. Have a good one. Cat, why do you love re-ending, guys? Well, because ending them once just isn't enough.
Come on!
I'm assuming you meant rear-ending, but still. Alright, perfect. We've arrived at the bowling alley. Bowling! Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a federal offense. Old men running the world.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan.
Yes, Tiernan. We know of you.
One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind. Because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright,
Let's
cool.
go get him.
Yeah. Let's go have a chat to this. Wait, where are you running off to? Like, seriously, where are you running off to? I'm suspicious of this gentleman. I'm really suspicious of this gentleman.
Tiernan! LAPD!
But he was just, like, casually reclining. He, like, sprinted through that door to get away, and he's just casually reclining there. What the fuck? He's getting away!
There!
Oh, damn. Nice ride we're just commandeering.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Calm down, Rusty. I'm trying.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
I'm trying to shoot out his tires. Wish your luck.
Get back here, you son of a bitch! I will end you, Tiernan! I will feast upon the remains of your desecrated carcass.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. That is the end of that. About fucking time.
Alright, we got this.
Put your hands in the air!
This is a really dangerous place to make an arrest. Like, super, super dangerous. But I don't give a fuck. Oh, then we're outside suddenly. Excellent.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up.
I'm just still holding my gun. Oh, yeah.
Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson did that.
I could take my own car, but nah, fuck that. This is much nicer.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog yet?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Alright. So, Tiernan did run, but I mean, the evidence for McCaffrey is really, really solid. Could be either of them. We're gonna have to interview them to find out. I think I'm probably gonna do McCaffrey for this, though. He seemed like kind of a creep as well. Get out of my way.
Go easy, Phelps.
You go easy, Rusty, asshole. Oh yeah, dead air time. Perfect part.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects?
Oh yeah, no doubt about
It's either
that.
McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan is in one, McCaffrey is in two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do McCaffrey for this, so let's talk to Tiernan first. I wasn't actually paying enough attention, though, to remember which one was in which, so I'm going to have to look at the log here. I think he said Tiernan was in one. Tiernan is in one. Okay. Oh.
I want to make comments. You know you made
yeah.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
That actually is a reasonable thing, but I mean, that doesn't mean that you should run. You should just... If you didn't actually do it, don't run and just assume that you probably, hopefully won't go to jail. No, that's... yeah, I don't know. Depends on how much you trust the cops, I guess, to actually not put you away incorrectly. Let's start with the relationship with the victim.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
No, running does not make it better, that's for sure. I barely knew Evelyn? No, I'm afraid that is actually got to be bullshit. Because McCaffrey testifies to seeing victim enter a hotel room with Tiernan on night of murder, so I'm going to go with lie.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
You said you barely knew her, not you were friends. Which is it, Tiernan?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library.
So that's where I should go to pick up chicks. The public library.
We went back to my hotel room.
I never thought of that. I honestly, that never occurred to me.
I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Okay, so you don't really have an alibi. That's unfortunate. Let's talk about your lack of an alibi, Tiernan.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You know, I've been there before. I can believe that. You look a little bit shifty, though. Like, you look kind of nervous. I'm gonna go with doubt.
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Guess that was wrong. Probably should have gone with truth. But I thought doubt was correct. Oh well. Book? Why would I ask him about the book? It was McCaffrey's book. Fuck it, let's do it anyway.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Okay, sounds legit.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
I was wrong as well. Interesting. Tierney stole it for her.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
I mean, that is true. Should I go? I mean, I'm not sure what I should do here. I could go with a lie and present the tire iron, which is marked with the bowling alley, but it doesn't actually say in my journal that it's marked with the bowling alley. I'm gonna use some intuition here because I'm fucking up this interview really badly. So let's ask the community. They reckon doubt. Okay.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
I really do like McCaffrey for this.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the car.
I mean, there's something a bit off about Tiernan, but I think the evidence is a lot, like a million times stronger for McCaffrey. And I mean, Tiernan doesn't have a motive as far as we can determine for. I mean, we can see why he might frame McCaffrey because we know he doesn't like him, but he doesn't have a motive for killing Evelyn, as far as I can ascertain.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
He's just scared of being the last known person with her. Entirely possible. Alright, McCaffrey, do you have any kind of alibi?
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You have absolutely no kind of evidence for that alibi whatsoever. But I don't have any evidence that can actually place him definitively somewhere else, do I? I think I'm gonna go with doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna go with doubt.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the 5th columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
That was wrong? Okay. Access to tire iron.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Frankly, yes. I mean, that is where the evidence was. I'm not sure what to say to this, because it could be anything. I mean, I think I'm going to have to use more intuition. You smug son of a bitch. Because I don't want to get this wrong. They ever can lie. That's what I was thinking as well, but I'm not sure, like, what evidence to put against him.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Prove that you wanted to kill Evelyn? That I can do. Now I know what to use. See, that's the way this game works, is often if you go for the lie, it then gives you a hint as to what specific piece of evidence you need to use. I mean, realistically, in a real investigation, I'd be like, well, we got all this shit on you, but you can only choose one thing, so the game gives you a hint, and I'm guessing it's Tiernan's accusation in this case, because that is what gave us the idea of the motive.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I guess I have to talk to Tiernan again, because, I mean, if Tiernan confesses, then... Wait, why can't I use the telephone? What would I possibly have to talk about R&I about?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective.
Okay.
McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman.
So McCaffrey has a history of violence.
Thanks.
If Tiernan confesses, though, I mean, I have to chase that lead, and if Tiernan confesses, then there's not much else I can do. I really do like McCaffrey for this, but I'm kind of worried, like, Tiernan says he doesn't remember what happened. Maybe he'll just confess because he's scared or something. I don't know. I like McCaffrey for this, but we gotta follow this up.
McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
See, here's the problem.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
And now we use McCaffrey's accusation as evidence.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey framed him as well.
And that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, Detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it.
I think McCaffrey framed him. I think McCaffrey framed him, so I'm not going to charge him.
Wait here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure McCaffrey's the dude.
Guy gave his wife a cat. I said, don't scare him, mother.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Hey man, what's up? Your toad's going to jail, bro.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw.
No, you weren't actually in the war because you got kicked out during
Came back
training
here
for
determined to
assaulting a
change
woman.
things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Actually, you were totally so in trouble for violence. I can't believe how in trouble for violence you were.
You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Magic! No, but seriously, your criminal record, I'm a police officer. I can actually just get that shit anytime I want.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do?
You killed Evelyn because she stole the book.
How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Well, GG, you were going to jail, like for all time.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Yeah. Also, is Cole Phelps making a troll face in the background there? Because that's what it kind of looked like to me. Cole's an awesome dude. Oh yeah, found every single clue, got most of the questions correct, a lot of vehicle damage and some city damage. If I hadn't had all that vehicle damage, I probably would have gotten 5 stars for that. Grosvenor McCaffrey can write a total memoir from his cell on death row. He sure can.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon's in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first and try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Sergeant Kelso. Okay, that's going to be the end of this video. Those of you watching on YouTube. Of course, folks on the stream will be continuing for at least one more case, you can say. But you folks on YouTube, until next time, Troubletcat out.